Good evening from BBC London. I'm Paul Murphy-Casp. A report by the research institute Trust for London has found Turkish and Kurdish workers in the capital are being exploited, with many working long hours for low wages. There are around 150,000 people in London of Turkish and Kurdish origin, with prominent communities around Haringey, Hackney and Tottenham. Helen Drew reports.
Green Lanes in North London, possibly the most famous of London's many vibrant Turkish and Kurdish enclaves. Making a huge contribution to their communities, historically working as tailors, but after the collapse of London's textiles industry, turning to other jobs. However, some are being taken advantage of. A new report by Trust for London shows many people from Turkish and Kurdish communities can have a lack of knowledge of basic worker rights and limited English, which can lead to them being exploited. Tana Ulmez is Kurdish and has had several jobs in London since arriving in the UK 3 years ago.
I was working for 6 days for £320. And that's 12 hours a day.
The report is the result of hundreds of interviews and surveys with the help of the Refugee Workers Cultural Association near White Hart Lane.
We were extremely shocked to find out that the conditions that these Turkish and Kurdish employees work under are extreme, that you would probably not think you would see in the UK, but in a third world country.
And that's replicated elsewhere.
This is not just an issue for Turkish and Kurdish speaking workers. We see it happen across London with many migrant communities. English might not be their first language, so it can be really difficult for them to access support and make sure that they can access their employment rights.
The report calls for better education for employers and employees, as well as resources being made available in different languages. Not just for this community, but for workers of all ethnicities living in the capital. Helen Drew, BBC London.
And you can see more on that story on Politics London, which is available now on the BBC iPlayer. The Independent Police Watchdog is investigating after a man who was restrained by police in Hertfordshire later died. Officers were called to Eleanor Cross Road in Waltham Cross just after 10:30 on Friday night, following reports of a man running in the street appearing to be in distress. The man is then understood to have become unwell while being restrained at the scene. Tram users in South London are being warned to expect severe disruption this week as drivers are going on strike. Members of the ASLEF union are walking out tomorrow and Tuesday in a dispute over pay. TfL says some services may operate between East Croydon and Wimbledon, but there'll be no trams on the rest of the network. Crowds descended on Trafalgar Square today to celebrate the Hindu, Sikh and Jain festival of Diwali. It's the first time since the pandemic that the celebration has been allowed to take place in person in central London. We spoke to some of those celebrating the Festival of Light.
Come here from India and I love the atmosphere here. It reminds me of home.
It's nice to just get a sense of home and the culture and the food, just to be around these many people. So it's just a really nice feeling inside.
I really love enjoying this weather and this beautiful music and the food, of course.
Namaste, happy Diwali, enjoy and have fun. Thank you. Namaste.
Well, that looks like great fun. Right, time for a look at the weather. Here's Elizabeth.
Hello, good evening. It's been a stunning autumn weekend with lots of blue sky and sunshine as captured by our weather watchers. But overnight tonight, there's a weather front coming through. So we'll start off tomorrow morning on a milder note with some cloud and some early outbreaks of rain too. But that rain will clear away to leave us with a dry rest of the day. Plenty of blue sky and sunshine around again. A light northwesterly wind. Temperatures a little lower and it will be a chilly night on Monday into Tuesday.
Well, that's about it from me for tonight, but there's plenty more on the BBC London website, and we'll be back here on BBC One during breakfast tomorrow morning. But from all of us on the team, whatever you're doing, have a very good night. Bye-bye.